Greetings friends and fans of YouTube, it is nice to see you all. Welcome to another one of my videos, and the first video in which I can premiere Obsidian in all her glory as I have sticker bombed the hell out of her. Now I'm going to bring her up close because some of the stickers can come into focus then. So there, as you can see, there are band stickers on here of bands that I enjoy and bands that have influenced me. But I think the stickers that I enjoy the most are these two that I've got at the side of the pickup covers here, which say Rock Against Depression. Now for me, depression, anxiety and mental health is a big thing that I'm an advocate for good mental health, and I've battled depression myself at least twice. And the rock community has always been very strong in regard of mental health matters. So I'm now going to carry that message with me wherever I go. So the reason for the video today then, guys, is something that has been requested by quite a few people, and it's a sort of lesson on how to play one of my tap tracks, Transendence. First of all, I'm incredibly humbled that anyone wants to learn anything that I wrote. I'm a small-time musician, as people know, and it's quite humbling that I've put material out there that people feel honoured enough to learn. So if you are somebody that does obviously take interest in double hand tapping tracks or tapping in general, check out Transendence. I also have a track called Lifted and Searching Shadows, which are all two-hand tapping videos. Now for this video you will need a couple of things. So first of all, you need obviously a guitar. You need it tuned to E standard, so E, A, D, G, B, E, and as that will ring out, this is regular standard tuning. Now I use multiple tunings because I've played in various tunings and different songs have been wrote in different tunings, but this song can be played in all forms and variations of a standard tuning. So if you're somebody who, I don't know, whose regular standard is E flat, the song will work perfectly fine in E flat. It actually sounds a bit more mellow in E flat. Now I'm using a Blackstar ID Core 20 digital modelling amp. Now you don't strictly need this, but if you have a digital processing amp like mine, what you need is a nice warm clean sound. If you're using a regular box amp or a tube, obviously you just need a nice clean tone. And I use a delay and a reverb just to create these sort of effects that come into the tapping. So the sort of spacey kind of vibe that is all caused by delay and reverb. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to play an excerpt from the track and the bits that I'm going to teach you. And then obviously the track will be available for reference on my YouTube for anyone that wants to learn the rest of it. The fundamental principles I'm teaching here are things to do with two-handed tapping technique, and also obviously the basic chords that I use throughout the entirety of the track. So here we go. Okay, so that was an excerpt from a good 30-40 seconds of Transendence as a track. If you're new to guitar and are just looking for obviously techniques to experiment with, I would say try and get used to one-hand tapping techniques first and learning how to obviously isolate your string sound and get each note to come out clearly before attempting this. However, if it is something you want to challenge yourself with, I am very open to that, and I do enjoy the fact that you like a challenge. Obviously, you get better by playing harder things. I've discovered that quite recently by learning Creeping Death by Metallica. So, the main chords that I use in this track are a power chord starting on the A string at fret 7. And obviously it's just a regular box chord, so it's a 7 on the A 9 on the D, and a 9 on the G. So now Now that shape continues across all the rest of the chords. All of the chords are box power chords. So we use 7, 9, 9, 3, 5, 5, 7, 5, 7, 7, and then back to the root shape. And there is an occasion as well where I throw in a 5th power chord on the E as well. So to hear how they sound, and as full chords. What I would advise first of all is learning how each chord resonates, what it needs to sound like as a full chord, and then start to work on the individual fingerings so that obviously you get used to how the notes individually resonate as part of the arpeggio. Now, when I start the harmony, I start it on the G string at fret 12. So it's the 7 and 9 power chord, and it's a 12-11 slide. Now for the 2-hand part, obviously the second hand part of this, I use my index finger. It's the most calloused of the ones because I use it frequently for the tapping. It's obviously a matter of comfort with that one. Some people use their middle finger. I've always just reverted to my index. I think it comes from trying to learn tapping solos down here. It just happened. So you repeat that twice with a 14 on the G string on the second one. So down to the 3 power chord, and you go 7, 9, 7. That's part of the melody. So once you get that 7, 9, 7 down, it's the same shape but on the string above, so on the D string. So except when you go to the 5th power chord on the A, you go to the 10th fret on the D string and the 9th fret. So the whole passage. Once you have that down, it's then, instead of letting the notes ring, you start to break them up. So it's again 12, 11 and 14 on the G string. And instead of doing the slide pattern, you just do the original root note of that slide. So for the 3, the 3rd power chord, so as that's coming over, and this is where it's important to understand how the notes sound individually as they resonate. So to run the passage through again. That part, I go to a 12 harmony on the B string. This is where one of the times where I bring in that a 5 power chord on the E string. When you're using the index finger, it's the 9 on the D string. go to the 5 power chord on the A string and the 9 on the G. Obviously guys, I wish I could show you a lot more in terms of how it all looks from the fretboard side of things, but I think this would be good real ear training for someone as well. I hope in respect of, as far as lesson videos go, it's somewhat informative. I mean, obviously I'm limited to what I can do in terms of a lesson video. What I would say is, obviously, if you do feel that you can benefit from it and you want to learn all of Transendence, the track is available in 2 formats on my YouTube channel, one on a 6 string and one on a 7. The shapes are exactly the same on the 7 string, they just play the string lower, and it does give it an overall completely different kind of sound, because obviously the way the pickup's voice and the string tensions and everything are completely different. But that is it for this video, guys. If you have any questions or you want me to go over something with you, please feel free to drop something in the comments. I'll leave a link to all my social media in the description for this video as well as a link to the original Transendence track. Now, I do also want to take this opportunity to announce something with my band Black Moon Rising. Now, we are very privileged that in September of this year, we will be supporting Lagerstein from Australia at the Mulberry Tavern venue in Sheffield. Now, we are looking quite forward to this, as it's quite a strong lineup. It's ourselves as the openers, a local band called Shonin, and then it is the mighty Footprints in the Custard, and then Lagerstein. Now, it's my first gig in 6 years live on stage. I'm a little bit nervous, I admit it. I've admitted it to the guys in the band and to everyone who asks me about it, but I am looking forward to it. So if you are somebody who is Yorkshire based or somebody who wants to travel, obviously, to come and see that, whether it be as a member of a member of fan clubs for Lagerstein or for Footprints in the Custard, it is the Mulberry Tavern in Sheffield, and it's on the 23rd of September. Tickets are £10 on the door, or we may obviously be getting some ourselves. And that is it for me, guys. So thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.